everybody got to go to work, you know. So for me, I know rent is due every day. It's always been that way for me. Always been a get better mentality every day, grow every day, be a better leader every day, be a better quarterback every day. And when that rent's due, I don't plan on missing no payments. So it's work.
YouTube family, how y'all living today, man? Before we go any further, I want to appreciate you guys for taking the time to click on this video and spending your time with me today. We got another Playmaker Production, and in this one, I'm giving you guys the Jalen Hurts story through my point of view. But first and foremost, please y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel. We pushing out great sports content. It does me wonders. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I'd highly appreciate it.
Todd, I'll start with you. What's your initial reaction to the idea of building around Jalen Hurts?
I think it's a mistake. I'll be honest. I don't think Jalen Hurts is accurate enough as a passer. And maybe they see things in practice and kind of working with him that I have not seen. But there's a reason that Tua Tagovailoa became the guy in Alabama, and then Hurts wound up moving on to Oklahoma.
That narrative is so played out. All of these experts and analysts, they run to that same narrative every time. But that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm going to give you guys the context into what happened at Alabama and through Jalen Hurts' career that led him to here, to be the quarterback of the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts has one of the most unique careers in college football history. He was the first true freshman quarterback to start for the Crimson Tide since 1984 at age 18. And these are the stats that he put up. As a true freshman, Jalen Hurts helped lead the Crimson Tide to the national championship, where he would go to face off this man right here on your right. For those of you who do not know who this man is on the right this is Deshaun Watson, the Heisman runner-up in that season and arguably a top 10, top 5 college QB of all time. And I'm not arguing with nobody about that. Deshaun Watson would go on to lead Clemson to a championship with one of the most greatest performances in college football history that you can think of. Following the loss, this is Jalen Hurts after the game.
And, whether who's calling the plays, it all comes down to execution. And points in the game we didn't execute. Love you, boy.
What's it like?
With that loss marinating on his mind the whole offseason, Jalen Hurts worked hard to become a more efficient quarterback following his sophomore year. And sure enough, the Tide were right back in the national championship game. And this is where the story starts to take an unexpected left turn. And in the national championship game, Jalen Hurts did not have his best game. He was replaced by the man on his left, Tua Tagovailoa, a highly touted freshman who willed the Tide to a comeback win and threw this absolute beauty to Devontae Smith. This is a reporter talking to Jalen Hurts directly after the game that he just got benched in. And just look how happy he was for his teammate. To go with that national championship win, he kept his promise and the dreadlocks went too. To my YouTube family that has made it this far to the video, we're not done yet, but please, this is a reminder to leave a like, subscribe, and turn that bell on. Back to the content. So you remember when I told you guys that things took a left turn? Well, they did. Quick. With two elite and very talented quarterbacks, each presenting a different skill set, in came the quarterback controversy. And it was bad. In his junior season, Jalen Hurts ended up backing up Tua Tagovailoa. Now, this picture may just look like it's just 3 quarterbacks. You got Mac Jones on the left, Jalen Hurts in the middle, and Tua Tagovailoa on the right. But 2 of these quarterbacks were drafted in the first round and 1 in the second. I wonder who. Fast forward, not even a year later, in the same building, Jalen Hurts comes in for the injured Tua Tagovailoa, who had not been playing well and got injured to get out of the game. Talk about destiny. Your team's down, going into the SEC championship with their hopes for a national championship on the line. Jalen Hurts comes in the game and, of course, delivers his team to a SEC championship win to send them to the national championship game. Talk about grade A character and high class of an individual. That would be the last memorable scene of Jalen Hurts' Alabama career. Hurts went ahead and graduated early at the University of Alabama and entered the transfer portal. From there, he went to Oklahoma, and then his knob became broke.
you seem super disappointed right now, and yet you set a new school record for yards in a debut, and you're also the first Oklahoma quarterback in school history to throw for over 300 and rush for over 150. So can you be somewhat happy?
So this man just broke a school record and just set his own record, and he ain't crack a smile yet.
I gotta go talk to my boys. We gotta get right. We gotta get better. We gotta take more steps.
You heard him. He said we gotta get right. We gotta take more steps. You hear me? He ain't impressed about that little record. Like he got sights on bigger things, rings. By leading by example, setting the tone early. This is the first game of the season. Hurts put the work in at OU to become a way better passer and quarterback under Lincoln Riley and that QBU of a farm system they got at Oklahoma. Yes, you're reading that on the screen correctly. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback in college football history to win a conference championship in 2 different conferences. Talk about an unprecedented college career. Look at his numbers. They were stupid. The improvement, the growth, look at the completion percentage. He was just an overall better quarterback, a better player. And he was a Heisman finalist with 3 other NFL players. And even after all of that improvement, Hurts still got drafted in the 2nd round. And by all means, of course, that's not to say Jalen Hurts didn't have any flaws coming out of college or question marks, but the way how he was scrutinized and looked at as a player who was probably be a career backup at best, or potentially they might want to move to running back, which I don't know why that's a thing. Like I just never hear of quarterbacks just getting moved to running back all the time. Like just because you can run a little bit does not qualify you as a running back. But that's a story for another day. And this is a scheduled intermission letting you guys know that most of y'all are not subscribed watching this content, so subscribe. And Jalen Hurts was drafted into a weird situation. And being an Eagles fan, I can tell you, being an avid Eagles fan, I can tell you firsthand how dysfunctional our franchise was last year. The drafting of Jalen Hurts was potentially the demise of Carson Wentz. Before y'all get to talking, I loved Wentz. Carson Wentz, I appreciate what you brought to our franchise. It just didn't work out, and that's okay. But we have Jalen now, and we got to rock with him. And with Jalen being thrown, basically I asked, hey man, there's been a fire down the street all year. Can you cover it? Can you kind of like put it out with a water bottle? That was where he was put into the situation with the Eagles at the end of the year. While facing 3 top 10 defenses in DVOA ranking. If you don't know what that is, I will leave a link in the description for you to look it up. You can use Google. He faced those 3 defenses with players that he did not practice with all year. NFL, if you're the starting quarterback, you practice with the starters. If you're the backup quarterback, you practice with the backups. So for the guys talking about his completion percentages and he's missing reads and everything like that, for one, the Eagles played with the most different starting offensive line combinations in the NFL last year. 2, he was throwing the guys he ain't pretty much practiced with all year. 3, our play calling was just bland, like just stupid vanilla. No seasoning, no spice, just poo. But we're not making excuses for the guy here. I'm giving you guys context and the facts. And some facts are, Jalen Hurts has improved as a quarterback every year. Watch as he steps up, avoids the sack right there. Looks to run, but it squares his shoulders up, keeping his eyes downfield, finds the open receiver, kept the ball away from the DB. That's beautiful. And then right here, we throwing all fades like Dirt Nowitzki. Easy on the sideline to cover 2. Check me out. Outrunning Montez Sweat. Put him on the brakes. And then this QB list by Chris Sims, bro. NFL analyst for NBC. I don't even want to get into it. I'm going to let you guys talk about it in the comments. But golly, the disrespect crazy. Look at him as he squares his shoulders up again on the 3rd down, completes a dot. Like, that's beautiful football right there. And of course, he still got the legs. You know, if y'all want to cover up the pass, like that's beautiful. That's poise right there. Hit that. Yeah. Okay, hit it, J2. This was his rookie year stats and the small sample size that he had, and I feel like had he been running with the ones all summer long, you definitely could have saw a way better offense than what we saw for the Eagles. And this is his first 4 NFL starts compared to other quarterbacks of the similar play style. And we're not, I'm not comparing them to him, but just look how he fares out with their first 4 NFL starts. This is the sample size, though, that I'm working with. And he's holding his own. Now, let's hear this question from ESPN analyst Todd McShay.
Can you win a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts? I mean, that would be my question.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna right on it.
Relax.
My name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
And my question to Todd McShay is, why can't we win a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts? But that's a topic for another day. ESPN is giving us to win around 6.5 games. Me personally, I'm going to predict the over on that easily. I have the Eagles going 10-7 this year. That's the floor, though. Super Bowl is the main thing. We're going to keep that the main thing. Knowing that Jalen Hurts will be QB1 heading into this season, I'm fully confident that he can hit these 2021 stat predictions of mine. We drafted Devontae Smith, a.k.a. Slim Six, a.k.a. the Slim Six Reaper, a.k.a. the Golden Gazelle, a.k.a. Schmitty, a.k.a. you get it. That tagged with a new coaching staff that's looking to build around Hurts and use our offensive players to their strengths. A healthy O-line, please, NFL guys. The injury bug has hit the Eagles every year, and please not this year. I'm begging. With all the stars aligning for us to have a good year, if there's anybody built to win and to go through adversity in the city of Philadelphia, it's Jalen Alexander Hurts. You don't just stumble across players who just work as hard as him, who lead by example, puts it all on the line for his guys in his city, and will take the accountability when things are going bad.
I know in all of those different avenues, all those different values and principles that we're, trying to instill here in Philly, no one is above that, and everybody got to go to work, So for me, I know rent is due every day. It's always been that way for me. Always been a get better mentality every day, grow every day, be a better leader every day, be a better quarterback.
It's my quarterback.
You heard him. Nobody's above that. Everybody got to go to work. Everybody. YouTube family, that's going to wrap up this Playmaker production. Now, don't y'all forget to leave that like, subscribe, turn the bell on. I appreciate you guys for giving me y'all time. And it's up to the next one. Peace.